So in terms of value, AMD is back in the game. Hey guys, Joeteck here from JoeteckTips. We're on Facebook and Twitter, and today I want to give you like kind of a rounded view of the Threadripper 1950X. Now, I've had it for about 3 weeks now, and I absolutely love this thing. This thing is so freaking fast, it's unbelievable. There were a little bumps in the road, which with anything brand new, you're about to have problems such as things not booting or whatever. And from going to Gigabyte's website and getting some information, we found out that the IOMMU needs to be disabled, which is fine. That's cool. So we overcome that hurdle, which was drastic. I really thought it was a motherboard problem, which it probably still is, but they're still working out the bugs and the kinks and all that kind of stuff, which is fine. So it seems to be working much better. I haven't had any issues. One of the huge things that I loved about the move, so I went from an Intel chipset to an AMD chipset, and it worked flawlessly. It did not say it couldn't boot. I stuck the solid state drive in from the 3770K on the 1950X, and it booted right up without a problem. I was like, holy crap, this is awesome. I don't have to reinstall anything. Everything is working perfectly fine. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my God, I didn't have to do anything. I went from one platform to another platform, turned it on, and everything worked. I mean, granted, I still had to install the drivers from the CD, but that's minor. But it still booted. It didn't give me a blue screen of death telling me I couldn't boot. So going from one platform to the other one, that was a home run. That was key, because I didn't have to spend days and days and days getting the new drive or a drive or the whole system back to where it was when I had the 3770K operational and doing content creation and so on and so forth. And coming to that, content creation is unbelievable. I can't believe how much faster it is. It's mind-blowing. I mean, obviously, you can't compare a third generation Core i7 to a Threadripper. However, the performance is like 20-fold. And when I mean 20-fold, I mean the 3770K, if I would do a 15-minute video on the 3770K, it would render in about, more than the length of the video. So if it was 15 minutes, it would render in like 25 minutes. So it would add 10 more minutes onto the video for rendering. I lived with it. That was perfectly fine. I got the machine since 2012 until a couple weeks ago. I still have it. Works perfectly fine. It's in the Cosmos case. But going from that platform to the 1950X, now it does faster than real time. So if I watched it on the screen, it would actually render faster than me actually watching the video. So if it was a 15-minute video, it would render in like 11 minutes. And that's just freaking awesome. I don't care who you are. I just cut my rendering time by a ton. I couldn't believe it. I'm very, 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 very happy with the performance of this machine. I've done numerous amounts of benchmarking. You've seen all the videos I've done, and I'm sure you're like, when you see it, because it's like you go, holy crap, I can't believe how fast this thing is. It's really great. Now let's get to the value. Now, if you want to compare the 7900X, the Core i9, to the AMD 1950X, we're not comparing apples to apples. We know that. This is a 10-core 20-thread, and this is a 16-core 32-thread. And actually, Intel has dropped the prices dramatically. So it's under $1,000 for the 10-core, and it's $1,000 for the 16-core. Now, I'm not including the threads. I'm just actually physical core count. 10 and 16. However, the performance between the two, obviously the AMD will beat it out because it's more cores, but the price, they're very, very similar. Now, if we included, let's add the 7920X, which is the next bump up. So that's 12 cores and 24 threads, and we still compare that. This CPU, the 1950X, still outperforms the 7920X, which is, by the way, just about $1,200. So the performance, the overall multi-thread performance is outperforms the Intel by a ton, obviously, because it's more cores, more threads. But they claim that in quad-core environment, it's faster. But when you have a multi-core CPU, you don't turn off cores and test it that way. You run everything as is, and you just play the game or render whatever you're going to do. So in terms of value, AMD is back in the game. I mean, I've been an Intel user for a number of years because they make an incredible platform. It's awesome. However, me moving to the AMD has given me some incredible thought process now. The thinking that, you know what, AMD is a great, it could be the only alternative now instead of going Intel. I'm not sure if I'm 100% convinced. I mean, I have the flagship, the best CPU known to man that's on the planet right now in terms of desktop CPU, which is mind-blowing. If you think about it, it's just unbelievable. I'm happy to give you all the things that you guys request, benchmark, gaming, whatever you guys want to do or ask, I'll do it. So that's the difference between you ask, I give. I had a subscriber ask me to do a V-Ray benchmark. I did it. Boom. Then literally on that same day, I just did it because I wanted to see it for myself. But it's incredible. Is the CPU for everybody? Absolutely not. Who's got $1,000 to drop? Who's got $1,000 to do that? It was crazy. So in my instance, this is a incredible value. It's definitely going to help AMD in the long run. The 1920X is another alternative, and the 1900X is also another alternative. Now, the 1900X and the 1800X are very close. The caches are different, but they're essentially 8-core, 16-thread CPUs. So, I haven't seen any comparison yet of the two, but I'm not sure if it's worth to go Threadripper or 1800X in terms of that realm. But anyway, that's pretty much it. My synopsis on, or my review, I should say, on the 1950X. If you have the money, buy the thing. You'll be very happy with it. It games extremely well. A lot of people were concerned if the CPU would be able to game. It does very well, as you saw in a lot of my gaming videos that I've done so far. Many core, multi-core threading going on there. It's just, it blows my mind at how awesome it is. It's a well-rounded CPU. Could be used for anything, even virtual machines if you want to do that, which I haven't done yet, which I will do. I'll probably set up an entire domain on that server. I'll set up an Exchange server, a SQL server, probably 2 domain controllers, a file server, all on that one machine. I mean, granted, I need a little bit more than 32 gigs of memory, but it can be done. So anyway, guys, if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. Thank you, and take care. Guys, don't forget about the giveaway that I'm doing. Giving away the H7 Totem Edition Sound Blaster X headphones. Go to the forum, sign up, and get involved. Giving this away October 8th. Creative Labs iRaw. You plug it in like this. The inside of this is really impressive. 100A in the Prius. The AC adapter, 1 amp charger, and it's big, and it's made out of aluminum. Okay, as you can see, the backup is complete. like so.
Now you can create the RAID array.
I mean, for the price difference between the two,